Letters of John Nelson Darby, Volume 2, Letter 589-263E, of 1031. p. 396. Dearest R.T. Grant, your letter gave me comfort, because I see you yourself are getting into liberty. I think there are many who are not, where even it is not apparent, because there is no pressure on the conscience from without, and no exercise of it much within. But grace has set us in Christ before God. Holiness by law will not do, it is not holiness. We had a very calm passage, for I continue my letter from Dublin, as you see. We broke bread, and had preaching every evening but the first and second and the last, as we were approaching Loch Foyle. We went on to Liverpool, and had a telegram that dear Mrs. was to be buried yesterday, so started the next morning. We had a peaceful and happy meeting. So goes this world, but life and death are only parts of the same passage, and life far the hardest of the two, for to die is to go to him, to live to be present in the body, but absent from him. Still it is a privilege to represent him in this world, but who is sufficient for it? For, if we walk tolerably, still if the heart is not full of Christ, what issues from it is not properly from him, there is not the spiritual intelligence of what suits, worthy of the Lord unto all pleasing. There is plenty of work in America, and my heart longed to see the brethren in the West again, but it could not well be, but the Lord sees them always, and I reckon upon his grace for them. I trust one shall hear of them. The brethren here are at peace and happy, thank God. Still there ought to be more power, and loose activity is rife enough, though as to gatherings there is nothing solid among them. It is of all importance to keep a large heart, with the deep conviction that a close following of Christ ourselves can alone maintain a clear testimony, alone is faithfulness. My impression is they want being fed with Christ in England, but the personal faith which feeds on him alone keeps the soul, and keeps it in true progress. Do not be afraid of full grace. Be well sure that does not mar holiness, whatever deadens the conscience does, but this does not. Would a child's sense of a mother's love weaken its desire to please her? And as to power which we need, in grace alone it is found, then press consistency with our calling as much as you please, you cannot do better. Fellowship in the heart with Christ keeps the sense of our standing in Christ steady, and is the saving power of the heart practically in our walk. May he, oh, may he keep us near himself. But I must close. I expect, D.V., to go to London the coming week, and July 9th or 10th turn north for a meeting, and to visit various gatherings, but I look for leisure for study work, when the Lord grants it me. I trust there was blessing in Canada from my last visit, but it is that must be continually renewed to go on well, we cannot live on yesterday's manna. My voyage has rested me a little, for I was quite knocked up, and I am at work pretty much as usual. Thankful for all the kindness received in Canada, and the Lord's goodness to me wherever I have been, looking to his grace to occupy till he comes, and then see himself, infinite grace. And all perfect, and so infinite rest, God's rest. Ever affectionately yours, dear brother, with thanks for frequent care in love. Christ be with you. Dublin, June 23. 52263E.